Hi everybody, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button to not miss any of the content. So we've seen what the driver setup is and we've seen how we want to have a simple feeling to hit this ball on the up. Today we're going to talk about, with driver, how we're going to take the club away and some common faults that I see when people take this golf club away during the backswing with driver. So there's lots of different takeaways that can actually make a golf swing function and ultimately make a golf swing perform. We see it on the European Tour and on the PGA Tour regularly. But for people that don't play a lot of golf or maybe play recreationally, these are things that I see that people get into a heap of trouble during the takeaway. So the first one I see is because this golf club is a little bit longer, we then have a tendency to swing it or try and swing it a little bit more around our body. So what I tend to see is kind of a rule number one that people kind of get stuck into is this feeling of this club face opening and club working very much behind us. So anytime we get this club face opening, we've got to do a lot of work to get this club face back to square at impact. Predominantly we leave it open, or sometimes we may overcorrect it and hit it off to the left. So number one, really, this is what I see. This motion, face opening, lead wrist cupping, club getting very open during the backswing. The second thing that I really see as well, because we know sometimes we don't want to do this, we see this effort of this club being lifted during this backswing in this motion. So we've got two kind of characteristics of examples about what we see there. One, people that fan it. The other, where people lift this golf club up during the backswing, don't really get a good turn. And for me, the takeaway is the most important part of the golf swing. It really determines what actually happens. Let's get a really nice simple drill, which is really going to help us nail that takeaway. So we're somewhere between this and this during our takeaway. So in my opinion, the takeaway is the most important of the golf swing. It really determines, one, the position of the club face, but also how we actually swing the golf club throughout the whole swing. So this is a really nice simple drill. We don't need anything but the actual driver in our hand. That's really going to help us hit this driver a little bit straighter, but also get to grips with this takeaway. So we've characterised the two faults. One, lifting of this club. The second, fanning and bringing this club to the inside. So how can we actually get a feeling of good body turn, a little bit of hip turn in this first foot of the golf swing and really determine how we swing this club in general? So really nice and simple. We're going to keep our good setup. We're going to put our club into our belly button. We're going to grip this club now with our hands exactly how we would the normal golf shot. So they're not going to be up close, they're going to be down as if they were hanging down in a normal golf shot. Really nice and simple now. We're going to feel that as my hands go over my right toe, we're going to feel that all we're going to do, make a nice bit of shoulder turn, these shoulders and elbows are the same distance apart, and we move this triangle and we start to put a little bit of hip turn in there as well. So you can see as I do this, my club head is out slightly outside my hands. The club is not fanning open, it's not closed, it's in a strong position as it's matching my spine angle. So again, really nice and simple. This is the move we're looking for. So if we built this up to the top of the swing now, we've got the club in a nice neutral position, matching the lead wrist, neutral club face, and we've actually really started to swing off on the right foot. So again, waggle it, really feel that the takeaway is all connected, the arms and the body are working together. We're not fanning it, it's coming off the body because you could see that straight away. But vice versa, if we're lifting the club up, this butt of the club would come at my belly button. So it's a really good telltale sign if we're moving this club and moving the body the way we need to. So what I want you to do is 2 golf balls. You could actually do this as actually something that you do on the golf course as your pre-shot routine. Get your waggle, that's the feeling. All together, not here and not here. All together. Right, okay, I've got that feeling. Put it over the golf ball now. Have that waggle, that same feeling. All the same now, hit the shot. Like that. So you can see there, I'm trying to take a feel from a drill straight into a shot. And the best thing about it, that drill is actually something you can do on the golf course. It's not something that you need an alignment stick for. It's not something that you need a prop for. All we need to do is put the club into the belly button, grip the club as if we'd have the same flex in the arms, move the body, keeping the butt of the club until the hands are over the feet. And I'm really starting to move my shoulders. You can see here, it's a shoulder and arms working together. It's not independent as we do this. Really nice moves here. A little bit of hip turn as we do it. Set the club. And again. So all we're looking to do is just control that first foot of the golf swing, club face in a nice neutral position and not opening up. We've done a few reps of that. We can go straight over the golf ball again and really apply that feeling into what we're trying to do. So it feels more all together, not independent and not away. Exactly like that. And that's actually something that I've done myself on the golf course, because I really like something that I can actually, a feeling that I can take to the course. And if my driving goes off for 1 or 2 holes, the butt of the club can go straight back in and get the feeling of what we're trying to achieve. So I want you to remind you of those checkpoints that we're really looking for. So address the golf balls if we're going to hit the shot, butt of the club into the belly button, hands onto the golf club with the same flex in the arms as if we're hitting a normal golf shot. And we're really looking for, when the hands are over your right foot for a right-handed player, that this club head is slightly outside the hands. The club face is a nice neutral position, so it's matching my spine angle. It's not open, but it's certainly not closed. It's stayed in exactly the same position. It doesn't address. All the starters do here, a nice turn with the shoulders and the arms working in unison, and my hips are starting to turn as well. And as we do this, we'll start to figure out exactly what we need to do, because we can't do anything else. Really nice, simple moves. Get that feeling over the golf ball, waggle it again, and then we can apply it to an actual shot. And this is really going to help you transform your takeaway, which ultimately, like I say, it's the most important thing. It really helps us start the golf swing on the right foot, which is definitely going to help us hit some better shots. Today is all about the takeaway. Really nice, simple drill that we can nail our takeaway and stop those 2 killer moves we saw at the start of the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.